Hi, how's it going? I'm Sean and this is Aaron and we're from Liverpool Health Centre. So today we're doing a lower body banded workout, so feel free to follow along at home. So for the first exercise today, we'll be doing a banded crab walk. So what we want to do is with the band, we want to place it underneath our feet here, just around the base of your toes, and just pull up, just like that. And then with a slight bend of the knees, just relax your knees just like that, and just take a big step to the left, and then a big step to the right. So we want to do this 10 times in total. Nice, slow and controlled. And really work on those muscles on the side of the leg. 4, 5, 6. Should feel a nice burn. And then one more. Cool.
All right, guys, next up we've got banded hinges. So basically all we're going to do with these ones is we're going to kind of be on the side. We're going to reach down nice and far to try and grab our band, and we're going to put a lot of tension on this band. Once we've done that, we're just basically going to let it pull us down towards the ground. We're going to stick our butt out as far as we can and then come back to the resting position, okay? So we're going to do that 10 times. So down we go, nice and slow, making sure you're feeling it in hamstrings. That's 1. You go down nice and slow. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Big push into the ground. That's 2. Nice and slow. Big pull through your hamstrings and your glutes. Push into the ground as much as you can. Good. Good. That's 6. That's 7. So just from the side again. Just looks like this. We're sticking our butt out as far as we can. That's 8. Reach it back nice and far. It's 9. Last one. 10.
So the first exercise, what we want to do is banded crab walks. So just grabbing a band here, we want to place it underneath our feet, and we want to pull up from here. And to begin, we want to slightly get a bend at the knees, nice and relaxed from there, and then we want to step to the side, one big step, and then to the right. So that's 2. We want to get to 10. So what we're training here is just the muscles on the outside of our legs, our abductors, and these are going to be really good, and you should feel a burn the further you go along in the exercise. And that's 8, and then one more, and cool.
All right, guys, straight from there, we're going to go into our next exercise. It's going to be our banded hinge. So basically the goal of this exercise is to get a nice hinge going, which means we've got to push our hips nice and far back. We've got to add some tension onto our band, so grab it nice and low from your feet in the same position as your crab walks. And then we're basically going to bring our band nice and far down towards our feet, and we're going to stretch our hamstrings and then come back to the top. So we go nice and long, feel a stretch in our hamstrings, and come back. Nice and long through our hamstrings, and come back. We should be trying to drive those hips back as much as possible. Get some tension on the band and feel our hamstrings do a nice stretch, and then feel our glutes contract as we return to the top. Good. I think that's 7.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 8. Good, we've got 2 more, guys. 9 and 10.
All right. Now we'll be moving on to a lunge. So what we want to do here, we'll start on the left foot first. So just wrapping it underneath our feet here, just like that. And just putting our right foot back. And then with our right hand, we'll just be pulling there just to create a bit more tension when we're going down. So just pulling up like that. And what we want to do is just go straight down and then back up. So 1, 2. So you just feel tension once we get up there. So it's going to be very challenging once we get back up. 3, 4, 5, nice and controlled. And just feel the contraction through the whole range of motion. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we want to do the same, swapping over. So So just wrapping it under our right foot, left foot back, and just pulling it with our left hand, and just going straight down and then back up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, definitely feeling the burn now, 8, 9, and 10.
All right. Next up, guys, we're now going to go to a seated position. So it's pretty similar to what we've been doing. So now we can kind of get a rest from that burn. But basically, we're going to pop the band just under both of our toes for both feet. And then we're going to kind of stretch our feet out just a little bit so our knees are slightly bent. Now from here, we're going to do a calf raise or like a calf exercise. So we're just going to push our toes down towards the ground, feel some tension in the band in our calves, and then return our feet as high as we can towards us, and then push them back down. Okay? So we're going to go for 10 here. It's going to be 1 and 2. You should really be feeling it in the back of your calves. You should try and push your toes as much as you can down into the floor in this position to try and feel some calf contraction. Take your time here. The longer you take, the more controlled you are, the better the result for the muscle.
Yeah.
7, I think 8. Do 2 more. And 10.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the next one will be seated abduction as well. So we want to take it around.
So we just pop this under here. We wrap it around so that our hips are nice and like our band's tight around our legs.
Yep.
Once we've done that, basically all we're going to do is open our knees and we're going to squeeze our glutes and then nice and slowly bring our knees back together. It's probably easiest if you sit up nice and tall. It'll give us a bit more glute, but you push the band apart as much as you can, slowly bring your knees back together. Okay, so nice and wide, slowly back together. That's 3. That's 4. 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good.
Cool.
So after that, the next one we've got is sit to stands. So you can see how the band's on the floor with a lot of these. So it's nice and simple to move between. But this one is basically like a squat. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold some tension on the band, make sure we've got a lot of tension on the band down low before we stand up. And then we're just going to stand straight up out of the chair and then touch ourselves nice and lightly back towards the chair and sit all the way back down. Pretty easy or pretty simple in terms of what the exercise is. It's just about doing a couple. So that's 3. It's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right.
All right.
The next lot of our exercises are in a lying position. So now we can get rid of our chairs and push them away. And then we're just going to go down to the floor here to do our next couple of exercises. Sean's going to kick us off first.
All right. So we'll be doing a glute bridge here. So what we want to do is with the green band, we just want to cross it in front of our hips here. And then we can just place our hands on either side just to create tension. So feet flat on the table, flat on the ground, sorry. And just like that, I'll just scooch over there. And what we want to do is just bring our hips straight up towards the ceiling. So up and back down. So 10 times as well. So 2, 3. Make sure you get a squeeze at the top. 4, 5, 6. Nice and slow. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So the next one will be a side plank. So we can just drop the bands off to the side here. So there's two different variations we can do. If you are up to it, you can either go on your knees as a beginner, or if you're happy to challenge yourself, you can go straight onto your whole leg as well. So first one here, on the side, elbow at 90 degrees, hands on your hips, and just lift up from here. And we're going to hold this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And just feel like a nice contraction through the side abs there. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can just get up on all legs there and just holding the same thing for 10 seconds as well. Alright, so going on to the other side, we'll just start on the same position. So just knees down, elbows at 90 degrees, hands on your hips, and just lifting up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, if you can challenge yourself, lifting straight up on all legs like that. Cool.
All right, last up, guys, we're just going to go through some stretches for our lower legs, just to limber us off after we've just done a little bit of work. So we're going to start with our glute stretches first. So basically just cross one leg over the other leg, just like so, and then bring your foot in closer to your bottom. So in this position here, if we wanted to get more of a stretch, we'll just try and bring our foot closer towards our bottom, and then just sit up nice and tall, okay? We're going to hold this for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to swap sides. So you should be feeling a nice stretch right here, just in the back of your kind of hamstring position. All right, we're going to swap legs now. I'm going to hold for the other side, just in that, for that glute stretch. Just searching for that feeling of stretching. That's what we're looking for. All right, after that one, just got a nice little hamstring stretch. So reaching your foot out in front of you, pulling your foot up in towards your groin, and then you're just going to reach down towards your foot. If you can get there, that's okay. If you can't get there, that's also okay. Okay. If you feel the need to challenge your stretch a little bit, just try and bring your toes up towards you, and then relax them off. All right, changing sides now. Reaching towards that toe. Trying to get a stretch in your hamstring there. Should be in the back of your leg. All right, quaddy.
Quad. Standing. Okay.
This one?
Yeah.
You've done that one before?
I haven't done it in ages, but yeah, I can do it.
Nice and easy, you don't have to move.
Cool.
All right.
So now we'll be stretching through the quads here. So starting off just like straight, we want to bring the left leg backwards. So just kind of lean over your body and just lean back a little bit so you'll feel a nice stretch through the front of your quad. And we want to hold it for about 10 seconds. Nice and relaxed, just kind of sit back a little bit and just feel that stretch. And then onto the other side. So just rolling on to that left side and pulling your right leg back there. And then just sitting back and just feeling that stretch for the right side as well. So the last stretch here is a nice stretch for the groin. So what you want to do is just bring your legs together like a butterfly, and then just kind of hold your feet together. You just want to kind of pulse, or you can just lean forward for a deeper stretch. I'm just holding that for 10 seconds as well. Just feel a nice stretch for the groin as well. Thanks for watching at home, and hopefully you enjoyed the workout.